Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bravo News. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rachel Leviss wants to change her name yet again. Fans do not approve what she's trying to do and made it clear. Rachel has been hated ever since Scandal became public. No one can take her seriously and she does not have any fans. She already changed her name once after she got out of the mental health facility. However, she may want to change it again. Keep reading to find out more. Rachel Leviss was previously known as Rachel Leviss. This was her name for her entire time on Vanderpump Rules. However, when it was made public that she was having an affair with Tom Sandoval, she went downhill. She received a tremendous amount of hate and ended up checking herself into a mental health facility. After she got out, she decided she was going to go back to her birth name, Rachel. Her therapist explained to her that her detractors had weaponized the name Rachel to hurt her. So she went back to her original name to diminish the haters. That didn't work. Rachel called herself Rocky on Instagram. Day 2 of at Leviss Festival, I embraced the name Rocky. Close friends used to call me Rocky back in high school. It felt suiting for the weekend. What do we think? She also lost over 8,000 followers after her festival posts. Fans did not like that she wanted to change her name for a second time. Feels like you're trying to create another identity. Why is it so hard to just be Rachel? Stop picking new names and just live your life, girl. Maybe you could just try being your genuine self for a while. I think you need to use the name Patricia for the next personality. Well, it is safe to say fans do not like her trying to change her name again and will not call her that. Do you like it? It seems that Rachel does not like Rachel anymore and may want to be called Rocky. Fans will not call her this and encourage her to try and be her genuine self before changing things yet again. Cast members of Vanderpump Rules do not even call her Rachel, they still call her Rocco. So they definitely would not call her Rocky. What do you think about her name change? Rachel Leviss stared at her reflection in the mirror, her eyes tracing the familiar contours of her face. It had been a tumultuous few years since she first made the decision to change her name, seeking to shed the skin of her past and step into a new identity. But now, as she stood in her modest apartment in New York City, she felt the same restless urge gnawing at her again. The first time Rachel had changed her name, it was an act of defiance, a bold statement to reclaim control over her life. She had been Rachel Maloney then, a name she associated with a stifling upbringing in a small Midwestern town. Rachel Leviss was supposed to be a fresh start, a name that carried no baggage. She had moved to Los Angeles, chased her dreams, and even found a measure of fame. But fame came with its own set of complications, and soon Rachel Leviss became another name she felt the need to escape. Rachel had spent the last year in New York, away from the glare of the cameras and the gossip columns that had once followed her every move. She had found a quiet corner in Brooklyn, working at a local cafe and taking night classes in graphic design. For the first time in a long while, she felt a semblance of peace. But the whispers of her past never fully faded, and the identity of Rachel Leviss felt increasingly like a costume she no longer wished to wear. Sitting down at her small kitchen table, Rachel opened her laptop and began to research the legal process for changing one's name in New York. She had done this before and knew the steps, but this time she wanted to be sure. This change had to be meaningful, not just a reaction to her discomfort. The name she chose had to reflect who she had become, not who she had been or who she had pretended to be. She thought about the people she admired, the qualities she aspired to embody. Strength, resilience, creativity, kindness. She jotted down words and names, letting them roll around in her mind. Days turned into weeks, and Rachel continued to mull over her decision. She talked to her closest friends who had stood by her through the highs and lows. They were supportive, offering suggestions and listening to her doubts. One evening, as she sat with her friend Emily in a cozy Brooklyn cafe, the conversation turned to her search for a new name. You know, Emily said, sipping her latte thoughtfully, choosing a name is like choosing a direction. It's a chance to define who you are and who you want to be. Maybe think about what aspects of yourself you want to highlight.